Let's get in a fundamental voice. Q4 earnings, a strategy report, and they call it an uphill task in the earnings preview. And Motilal Oswal, that is the brokerage that I'm talking about, and Rajat Rajgaria joins us right now to talk about what Motilal Oswal believes India Inc. can do in the quarter. Rajat, hi, thanks so much for joining in. You just come out with your Q4 earnings preview. What's your consensus for benchmark earnings growth as well as for your universe?
Well, for our universe, we are modeling in a 22% profit growth, and for the Sensex, we are modeling in an 18% profit growth for the fourth quarter.
And what would the Sensex EPS estimate be that you're working with in rupees terminology?
We are looking at a number, I think, closer to 1250, 1260.
Rajat, which are the sectors in your view which are expected to report strong earnings?
Well, as far as the FY12 is concerned, the backbone of the earnings momentum in the markets have remained financials. So their contribution, which used to be 18% few years back, has now risen up to 22-23%. So that's a space where I think earnings on an aggregate will grow around 20%. IT would be another sector where earnings growth should be good next year. And then I think you have specific commodities. So these spaces, financials and then global plays led by IT and commodities would be the key driver of earnings in FY12.
And which are the sectors that perhaps you think should be avoided because you're not going to be looking at any excitement in the numbers?
Well, from an earnings growth point of view, right now we think auto as a space will face some headwind. Some of the domestic infrastructure or engineering companies will face some headwind. A lot of the companies which have a net debt or a high leverage will see problem because of the rise in interest cost which has happened. And a lot of the commodity consumers where companies are unable to do the price hikes will also see pressure on earnings next year.
Rajat, which are your top large cap stock ideas?
Our top bets at this point is our ICICI Bank, Mahindra & Mahindra, Bharti, Infosys. These are primarily the topics for us.
And what are the top mid cap stocks which look attractive to you at the current levels?
Well, in mid-cap picks, we have several stocks that we have outlined in our model portfolio, right from likes of smaller PSU banks, some of the smaller cement companies, even likes of IVRCL, Jaiprakash, Pantaloon, BGR Energy. A lot of these stocks form part of our top mid-cap bets right now.
FII flows have picked up quite a lot in the last 3 to 4 weeks. How do you see them panning out for the rest of the year right now, Rajat? What's your sense in terms of perhaps a number?
I think we have seen a lot of volatility on the flows, not just from a monthly point of view, but even from a quarterly or an annual point of view. FY11 has been a record year of $25 billion on foreigners, while surprisingly the entire domestic space was virtually absent from the flows point of view. We think that in FY12 you will not see domestic being as bad as it was in FY11. So domestic will be good, but for FIIs to outnumber the $25 billion of FY11 will be very challenging. So whatever shortfall you may see on account of FII flows, you may see the domestic guys making up for that.
In that light, one question that I'm sure you're often asked, what's your Sensex year-end forecast then, given the current valuations?
Look, as I mentioned that for the last 5 years, in a normal year, Sensex has tended to close at 15 to 16 times 1 year forward. And right now our earnings growth is 18-19%. So even if you assume a marginal moderate derating of 4 to 5%, I think the March 2012 Sensex should be on an average 15% higher from here.
Rajat, what are some of the risks and headwinds which you are factoring in which could pose risk to your earnings estimate?
I think there are two risks. First is the earnings risk and second is the valuation risk. The earnings risk primarily is coming from some slowing down in the industrial activity as evident from the last 3 months of IIP growth. So if this were to continue for another 1 quarter, you will start seeing downgrades happening in a lot of the domestic sectors. And on the valuations, right now, even if oil prices are averaging at $120 over the last 1 month, I think markets are quite complacent, assuming that these prices are unsustainable and will fall below 100. So if oil prices on an average remain above $100, that will be a valuation derating for the market.
Okay, and Rajat, just to wrap it up, what is your top contra call in terms of sectors or specific stocks?
One of the contra calls that we have been playing for a while now has been the cement sector, because we think that the worst in terms of the utilization levels has been seen last year, and even though demand is going to take its own time to pick up, you will see the utilization levels gradually improving. And secondly, the cost of setting up a greenfield or the time involved in setting up a greenfield in this system is now going to be far higher, which means that the existing capacities would start trading at a higher multiple, and we would think that these are some of the very good prices for people to build upon the cement sector exposure from the next 1 to 2 year point of view.
Okay, Rajat, leave it at that. Thanks so much for joining us today and giving us your perspective. That's the head of research of Motilal Oswal speaking on their earnings preview report.